hope your day is off to a wonderful start. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Karen too. Not your first time here, hi, welcome back. If you enjoy everything and all things makeup related, definitely go ahead, hit that subscribe button so you can join this dumpster fire. Let's get into today's video. So we have done fails. We have talked about fails. We've talked about things that I just did not like in the month of March. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on into the things that I loved in the month of March. So first and foremost, there are some things that I'll have to put pictures of because I'm not 100% for sure where they went. I'm in the middle of deep cleaning right now, and so stuff's just like everywhere. Stuff's just everywhere. So let's go ahead and let's dive on in. So first things first, one of the things I'm not sure where it went, is the Kate Somerville Dry Skin Saver. This is incredible. If you have dry skin anywhere, I usually mostly use it for my face, but if you have like dry hands or dry knees or dry elbows or just like dry patches, that is fantastic. It is a really nice and thick moisturizer. Very, very thick. I love how thick and creamy it is, and it just really, when I put it on anywhere that's dry, I will even put it on my hands because I do have some dry patches on my knuckles after washing my hands so much. It just feels like my skin feels so hydrated. It feels like my skin literally just like drank it up. Like my skin just got a great big drink of like something hydrating and like water. Like a body armor. Not even water, like a body armor where it just like replenishes your skin like a body armor would your body. I don't know. I love that. Like, just, I don't even know how to explain like how much I love that, but it is such a good product. If you have any dry skin anywhere, that is so good. Next up in the skincare is this Dossier Vitamin B12 Hydration Booster Serum. I love this. I really do like this for days that like my skin is just like, it is just going through the ringer. It is just so dry. Just to be able to just like press this in, letting this sink into the skin for a little bit, especially like if it's super dry. I'm using this, I'm usually pairing it with that Kate Somerville, and just literally just let that sink into my skin for like 30 minutes to an hour before I do my makeup, and my face just feels so hydrated and just like ready to absorb the makeup. I'm just pulling, there's no in particular category that I'm like pulling in, just whatever's next to me. So next up is the Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. I didn't really care for the HD skin. Again, that did say on the bottle that it was like more for like combo oily skin, and mine's at the very far spectrum of like dry. So this is for like dry skin, and I love this. This definitely like bright and smooth. I can, if I'm just doing like some errands or not having like a really long work day, I'll just use this. If I do need it to last a little bit longer, I'll go in with like half of a pump to 1 pump of like the HD skin to help make it last a little bit longer. Just because this is like very like luminous, dewy, hydrating, whereas the HD is like more matte, more like a soft matte, like a more real-time finish. So those two together helps my makeup last longer. But on the days where I'm just like, I'm not really doing much and I just want my skin to look so glowy and healthy and dewy, I'm going in with this. It is so good if you have dry skin. So next up is the Milk. I have the bronzer, and then we also have the highlighter. The highlighter. I love both of these. I really think that these are just like really nice, kind of like almost like everyday type makeup. Like if you just wanted a really beautiful, just like cream look to your skin, this is fantastic for like a really nice cream bronzer that can be like super, it's like, it definitely is like a little bit sheeny. So if you don't like a sheeny blush or a sheeny bronzer, especially like a sheeny cream bronzer or anything, you're not gonna like this. But it's like a very beautiful, just like sheeny bronzer. You can, you know, lightly put it on, you can build it up. Same for like the highlighter, like it's a very beautiful, like lit from within, you know, put that all like on your face. You can use that as like a primer as well if you want like a really glowy base, like just something like that. I think these are just like really versatile and like really great, especially for like that cream product kind of day, which some days, like if I'm not filming, I'm not really going anywhere, or I don't have to have my makeup last a long time because where I'm going, I'm only going to be there for a little bit. I really do like a really nice cream look. My skin looks really nice, really healthy. I think that like cream products are really great, especially for those of us with dry skin. And so I just love being able to just like go into this and just, you know, lightly build this up and like have that beautiful highlighter. I think these are like really great products. So next up are these Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serums. These are so hydrating. I love just how hydrating it is. Like, can you see just like how like glowing it is? The one thing is, like, when you twist this up, you can't twist it back. So you be very careful with how much you're twisting up. I think it smells nicely. The plumpingness of it isn't like too strong or too overpowering where I'm like, oh, this is really uncomfortable on my lips. This was a bad choice. It's really not. If you want something super hydrating on your lips where you could just like go in with like a lip liner and then just like toss this on top, or not even with a lip liner, just like toss this on. It just like looks very just like, it's almost like you're wearing a lipstick with a gloss, and it has a little bit of like that plumping effect. I think you will really like these. I really like that, especially like for days where I might be going into the office for like a couple of hours, like on the weekends, or I might be like going out to eat or just like something like that. I just want something so beautiful and like hydrating on the lips. I'm definitely reaching for these. So then we have the Makeup by Mario. We have the soft, oh, there we go. The soft sculpting stick, which is this right here. Love this. Love how nice and like light it is. It's perfect for my skin tone. Really nice, really creamy, blends out beautifully. This is fantastic. And then we have like the blush stick. This is in the shade Dusty Rose. I really wanted to get some more of these, but the shades that I wanted at the VIB sale were already sold out by the time I went to go and like place my order. So I wasn't able to get like another one of the, like any of these basically, either one of these, a sculpt stick or a blush. But these are so good. Like, they're just so like hydrating. They're just like so creamy. They blend beautifully. I mean, just like look at that. Beautiful. You can build it up, sheer it out, just like whatever it is that you are trying to do. These are just so great. Like Makeup by Mario, I don't know why I'm calling him Makeup by Mario. Like, Mario did like just like such a fantastic job with like these products. So I'm really excited. These are really great products. So this I purchased because of Teresa is Dead. This is the Ritual de Feel Thorn Oil Priming Facial Elixir. If you have dry skin, this is fantastic. This is great. I love this for the days where I'm like, my skin is dry. I don't think any foundation is going to set on it. Or if I want something that's a little bit more mattifying, but I know I need my base to be like covered so I'm not looking like a cakey Loch Ness monster, this is it. This is so good. It's very nice, very hydrating. You know, it does have like that oil type feel. But I have used other like priming oils, like such as like the Jaclyn Cosmetics one, and that one just feels like just so slippery, like it just slips all over your face. This does not. Just take a few drops and just like pat it in and let it set for like a few minutes, and it just really does sink into the skin and really prepare it for like that hydration, and to prepare it so that way your makeup is going to look really good. I don't really know how well this would work on oily skin. Like, it says like use a couple drops if you're oily, and like if you're super dry, use more than 10 drops. I'm super dry and I can use like 5 to 7 drops and that'd be good enough for my face. So I don't know how well this would be for like oily skin, but for those that are like, you know, leaning dry or dry, this is so good. So next up is this Tower 28 SPF 30 Sunny Days Tinted Sunscreen. This came out like a while ago, like a really long time ago. Like, I can't even begin to tell you like how long ago, like 6+ months ago is when this came out. And it took off and it sold out in like my shade or anywhere near my shade for the longest time. This literally, I got an alert. Finally, like I would keep checking Sephora just to make sure like I wasn't, because I wasn't on the alert list, to make sure that like I wasn't missing like this coming back into stock. Finally, I got an alert and I ran and I purchased this, and I'm so happy that I did. This is fantastic. This is Fairfax. It's one of the lightest shades. But what I really love about this is when I really like something that does have like, you know, good skincare in it, and this does. Like, it definitely just looks like very nice, luminous. It has that. It has some good coverage. It's not like full coverage. It's probably like a light medium light to light medium kind of a coverage. But I think like that's kind of sometimes what I'm just wanting for my skin. It's just something really nice, light coverage that has that SPF in it. And this is a fantastic, it's a great shade match, great formula, especially for those of us with like really dry skin. So I am super, super glad that I finally got that email and I rushed and picked it up. I don't know if it's sold out now or not. I'll try to link all of this down below, but let me tell you, this was not a like regretful purchase. Another type of like skin tint is that from Fenty Beauty. This is the Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. I don't know what, okay, let me just say I wasn't like overly like, oh, I really want to buy this. Because I heard that like their mattifying foundation, I didn't purchase that either, was like just like so mattifying that like even people that prefer mattifying foundations was like, this is way too much for me. And I did buy the hydrating one and I was like, this is not hydrating enough. Like this makes my skin look so bad. So when they came out with this, I was seriously like, I don't know if this is going to be for me. Like, I really don't. But I mean, I love this. This is so good. If you have dry skin or combo leaning dry and the other Fenty products didn't work out for you, I know the other Fenty products do have a lot more coverage than this does. This is definitely more of a skin tint, so it does have some light coverage. You can build it up to a slight medium. But if you don't mind that and you were wanting to try from Fenty, but like the other ones just like did not work for you, it was just way too drying, I really like this. I think this is really good, especially with a sponge to soak up all the excess. I love this. And now I kind of regret not purchasing it before and waiting on recommendations, but like at the same time, like a lot of the recommendations for like the other ones weren't that great. So I was just a little bit nervous about like picking this up. But I came to Ulta, I saw it online, and I was like, all right, I'm going to bite the bullet. And I did, and I'm so happy that I did. All right, so for the past few months, I have literally just been putting these in my like, monthly roundup where it's like, oh, they're not my favorite, but you know, they're pretty good. All right, no, they just have to go for favorites now. That is like the Jaclyn lip liners and the Jaclyn liquid lipsticks. I've always liked the Jaclyn lip liners. Like, that's not like an issue. Like, they're really nice. They're really pigmented. Comes in like tons of like fun shades, stuff like that. So like these were kind of like already favorites. But it was this that's kind of like climbed its way to the top. And I think the reason being is I do prep my lips. I give my lips lots of like preparation and hydration before I put on really any liquid lipstick. So I will say, if you're just like, you know, your lips, you haven't prepped your lips and you're going in with this is going to be extremely drying on your lips. But if you definitely prep it, make sure you have like a really hydrating like lip mask that you kind of like tap away, or like a like lipstick or a lip balm or something like that, and then go over it with these. It's not that drying. It's actually more comfortable that way, and these still stay a really long time. Like, these are fantastic for staying. And that's why I think I love these, is like I can get them so it's not drying and it's not uncomfortable. I can get these to be really comfortable on the lips, but I know these are going to be reliable and these are going to last. Couple eye products. So first up is this Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water Mascara. It's like a tubey mascara. I really like this. I think it does a really good job. And the one thing I like, I don't know if it's like a pro or con, depends on you, but like with the Thrive mascara, like it really does stay, but I have to like sit there and I've got to like pull each individual one off, and it takes a long time. You got to use hot water, and it's just like a process to get this to come off. So this does come off a lot easier. So that could be a negative, because you're like, oh great, well, like if I'm crying or watery eyes, it's not going to stay as well as like a Thrive Cosmetics mascara, the tubing one. So if you're somebody where you have like really runny eyes, or you cry a lot, or you're like rubbing your eyes a lot, probably you're going to want to stick with the Thrive and not this. But if you're one of those where like you don't have any of those issues, and then at the end of the night you're just like, sitting there just like pulling everything off and you are just like hating it, then this is going to be definitely a better option. I love the formula. I think this is a great mascara. I got a full size of this in the Trim Move box. I'm happy as a clam. Next up is this Makeup by Mario. I know, he has such great products, and here's me like a year later trying them. Yikes. Makeup by Mario Master Hold a Brow Gel. This is going to hold your brows, and that's what I like. So you have this side right here, we can just definitely like fluff them up, and then you have this side which doesn't have, and that can help hold them in place and like shape them where you need to. I will say though, your brows are going to feel a little bit crunchy, but they're going to be held into place. So if you're somebody, your brows are already nice and trimmed, already in the shape that you want, you just need, you know, something to maybe help feather them up a little bit. You probably wouldn't need something like this, but my brows are definitely very just like all over the place, very unruly, very fine, not in any particular shape, especially when I brush them up, they're like everywhere. So I love this. I love the fact that it holds it. This is fantastic for that. So if you don't mind a crunchy brow and you need something that's definitely going to hold your brows into place, this is fantastic. If you're one of those where you don't really need something that's really going to hold it into place till the cows come home and make you some cream cheese and like, you know, all that other good stuff, then you could probably go with like anything else truthfully, but this is so good when I need my brows to stay. Like stay. So then we have the ABH Cream Bronzer. I had put this before in like, I think it may have been a monthly roundup. So I had got the lightest one. It was supposed to be for like the fairest of the fair with neutral undertones. But when I tried that, it looked like I had jaundice. Like I was like, why is this legit yellow? Like this is like honey mustard yellow on my face. Like Dijon mustard yellow. And I'm just like, what is neutral about this? And why? Who approved this? Who was on the ABH committee was like, yeah, fairest of the fair neutrals. That's it, Dijon honey mustard. Yep, because I'm just like sitting here like, no. Did anybody with fair skin try these out? I don't know. So I went the next shade up. And I was still, just like looking at this, I was still a little bit nervous. But this is actually really good. It definitely is, you know, a little bit more of a warmer. It definitely is like a bronzer. You know, it's not like a contour. Definitely a cream bronzer. But it's decent. Definitely warms up the skin. I really love how easy it is to blend out. How easy it is to just pick up on a brush or a sponge and just apply. This really is really good. You just have to be really careful with the shade. So I would say if you have I have no idea what shade I would be in, go into the store, see if you can swatch. If not, be very, very careful. Next up, I will sing about these until the cows, literally all of them come home. All of them have made me some chocolate milk. All of them have made me some, cream cheese, I don't know, something. I will sing about these. These are the Patrick Ta Blush Duos. Best purchase I have ever made in my life. This is incredible. I own all 8. I went to go and purchase the one that I've almost used up at the Sephora VIB sale. They all sold out pretty quick. Quick. So wasn't able to, which is fine. I can always just pick it up at another time. But I love this formula. I love that you can put on a cream and then put the blush on. You can put the powder on. You can just put the powder on. You can just put the cream on. You can put the powder on, decide you want to punch it up a little bit and put the cream on top. And it's going to look fantastic. This is, no joke, one of the best blush formulas ever. I honestly, no joke, could get rid of all my other blushes. I wouldn't care. As long as I have these, I don't care about my other blushes. Don't care. Last of the makeup products are going to be these Ofra highlighters. I purchased a couple on the Sephora. The Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. This is the cookies and cream with Steph Toms. I've had this one for a while, but I did purchase some other ones. I'm not sure where they are. I forgot just how good these are. These are so blinding. In your face blinding. Let's just go ahead. Let's just take a little bit, add it some. Look at that. Literally, just the littlest amount. And here is, my face, wow. These are so good. I love my Give Me Glow one as well, but, I honestly could get rid of those highlighters and just keep these. They're so good. Alright, so we are on to my very last favorite, which is a fragrance. I feel like I don't really talk a lot about fragrances on my channel, but my friend Joanne here on YouTube sent me a Dossier perfume. I've never worked with Dossier, never you know, ever been in contact with them, never tried anything from them. But she has worked with them a couple of times and loves them, raves about them all the time. So basically what they do is they take like perfumes like Tom Ford, YSL, Dior, like whatever like some like high-end, really expensive fragrances are, replicate it and sell it for like super cheap. So Joanne sent me one. This is like for like the YSL Opium, which I love that fragrance. That is such a good fragrance. The top notes are mandarin, pear, pink pepper, licorice. The middle notes are jasmine, orange blossom, and the base notes are cedarwood, patchouli, vanilla, and coffee. So this is definitely like a very like sweet, warm scent, not overly floral. I don't like really floral scents. I like something that has like that vanilla, that like warmth to it, something sweet. That's what I really like. And this has this, and I do have the YSL Opium. I think I love this more than that. And like that's like, I feel like that's wild, because whenever I wear this, I feel like people at the end of the day are still like, hey, I still, you know, like, hey, nice perfume. Like if I'm like end of the day, I'm going to the grocery store, someone might be like, hey, that's really good perfume. What is it? But I feel like when I wear the YSL one, that's not necessarily always the case. I feel like I might go into the store and nobody says anything. But when I wear this, doesn't matter what time I'm going to the store, somebody's saying something. So I feel like this is like so good. I love how affordable it is. Like when I run out of this and my YSL, my actual YSL one, I'm also going to repurchase one of these. It is so good. Thank you so much, Joanne, for sending this my way so I could try out Dossier. I was kind of skeptical at first, but no, this is real. This is really good. All right, so that is it for all of my favorites of March. I feel like that was quite a bit. Let me know what you guys think down below. What are some of your favorites from this month that you have tried? I've definitely heard some of your guys's like things that you love, and I've picked up some stuff that people have recommended that they really love. So definitely let me know all of that down below. I hope that you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed just watching it, if you liked any of those products that I mentioned as my favorites or your favorites as well, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not already. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye.